Hello guys, welcome to Bros Trove. We're doing another review. This time we're going to do it on the Rxm. I have another video out on the O-Light that I have on here, O-Light O-Sight, and we're just going to be covering the Rxm today. And first impressions. So I'll be honest with you, when I first was looking into the Rxm, I completely dismissed it. I was like, if you're just going to copy a Glock, you might as well just go buy a Glock. Spend the extra $200 and get a real one. And to be honest, I thought like that until I actually put it in my hands. And then I realized this is probably the most modular gun on the planet, probably set aside from the 320 or the Springfield Echelon. Again, any pistol that's going to offer the firing mechanism to be separated from the gun, being the serialized portion of the gun, is going to make for a more modular and more customizable shooting experience. So the Rxm, as you can see, I have the FDE upper there. I did buy the FDE compact pistol, so I just bought this grip recently and feels quite nice. The Rxm is actually a very, very cool gun. So as you can see, I got the O-Light on here, and this Rxm has got 60, I believe that's what it is, 60 different optic mount footprints straight on the slide. So that is awesome, right? So you're gonna get more rigidity when it comes to your optic. You gotta zero it less. That's probably why I can attribute it to never having to zero my O-Light, is that the Rxm's platform is so nice, but that might be up for interpretation. Overall, good gun, right? So we got suppressor height sights, which is pretty nice, especially if you want to co-witness with a big old optic like this O-Light here. And I've shot about 4,000 rounds through this gun. I've never had a single malfunction, failure to feed, or stovepipe, none of which. That might be attributed to how often I maintain my gun, but at the end of the day, you know, wear and tear is still wear and tear, and if it still operates, then that's a good sign. So FCU is, or I don't know what they call it for the Ruger, but the serialized component is pretty much customizable too. I mean, it's just a little frame. Here, I'll show you guys. Let me make sure it's clear. And we're gonna break this down. So the serialized component is pretty much this trigger bar housing. Everything else in there is customizable, man. It's sweet. You can put I know Timney makes a trigger for this. I hear it's quite nice. You can make this into a competition gun if you wanted to. I hear that Radian announced that they're dropping the ramjet for the Rxm, but I've heard from other people they can just put a Gen 3 on there, Gen 3 Radian ramjet for the Glock 19, and it would run perfectly. So we're getting a lot of cool updates from third market vendors, saying that they want to work with the Rxm, and that's awesome, right? I love this gun for the price point. Full disclosure, I paid $380 for this out the door because of my discount at the range I work. But then again, I still had to pay money for it. And it is super nice, dude. I put a ghost connector on there on the trigger, and now I'm pulling around 3.5, sometimes even a 3.2 to a 3.8, and I'm averaging around 3.5 on the trigger pull. So yeah, we got a nice wall here and then a nice little break. We got the reset pull. It's nice. It's a nice trigger. It is a better trigger than the Glock right out the box, in my opinion. And take it from someone who owns 5 Glocks, I'd still prefer to shoot this. Granted, that's not to say that I don't have Glocks for other reasons. My duty or my stuff hit the fan gun is a Glock. It is a Glock 47. Really, it's a 45 with a 49 slide, and that's what I have planned for my duty, or a Glock 34, just because the sight is the sight radius is really nice. Overall, it sucks. It sucks if you live in a restricted state because you cannot buy the Magpul mags for this this grip here. You do have to find the Glock 15 rounders, Glock 17 15 rounders in the state of Illinois, which is a bummer because these are probably the rarest mags in this state, unless you're talking about the illegal mags, which would be anything more than 15. But other than that, those mags are pretty hard to find around here. And I mean, that's the only gripe about it, man. It's like, as soon as Magpul makes some mags readily available for this grip, it's gonna be awesome. But again, this gun is awesome. If you're looking for a first-time gun, this will be it. I'm telling you, don't look anywhere else. Get yourself an Rxm and then build your collection off of that. It's hard to beat for the price. And again, I like this more than some of my Glocks. So that's my honest opinion. If you guys have any questions, feel free to comment. And that'll be it, man. Hope you guys have a great day, and God bless.